Hello and welcome back to Woodworking Monetized, where woodworking doesn't have to be an expensive hobby. And on this third episode, I'm going to show you how to make 12 of these tea trays.
The total cost of tools and materials for this build is $119. And when we subtract that from the previous purse of $332, that leaves the ongoing purse with $213. Now I intend on selling all 12 tea trays for $25 each, which will give us $300, and when added to the ongoing purse of $213, that leaves the Woodworking Monetized purse, after all three videos, with $513. Alright, let's get started with the tools and materials. All my tools and materials are purchased from either Amazon, Lowe's, or Home Depot, with the occasional exception of a local lumber yard if I can find the materials there for less. This was the case with the 1x3 and 1x4 lumber. I'll leave a list and link in the description below. And yes, I did use the dovetail saw as a flush cut saw because it was less expensive at the time. I found these handles at Home Depot. You'd be hard pressed to find a better deal for similar handles. So each 1x4 cut at 20 inches will give you 4 pieces, enough to make one tray. And when measuring the width of 4 of these 1x4s, it gives us 14 inches, which will be the length of each of the 1x3 pieces for each handle. Each 1x3 cut at 14 inches gives us 6 of the 24 1x3 pieces. After cutting all the 1x3 and 1x4 pieces, I lightly round over the edges. I do this so when the tray is put together, it's just 4 distinctly different pieces. After the cut list is complete, I take one set and arrange them in a way I think looks the best. Then I use the speed square, purchased from my previous project, and line up the 1x3 over the top of the 1x4s at a 90-degree angle and clamp it down. Obviously, if I had more clamps, this process would be much easier and quicker. Each board receives 2 screws on each side. However, I hold off putting in the second screws until I've attached 2 boards, just in case anything is not square. After all the trays are assembled, I add a dab of glue into each hole. Then, holding the 5/16 inch dowel firmly into place, I use the dovetail saw to cut the dowel off as flush as I can. It also helps to clamp each tray down when completing this step. Here I'm using a piece of an old shirt to apply the stain on each tray, and yes, it would be less messy if I used some gloves during this step. I usually stain the backs of each tray first, just in case there's runoff, as I'd rather have stain imperfections on the underside. I chose to stain around half of the 12 tea trays just in case I had a special request. When adding the handles, I measure the center of each 1x3 to get a point of reference. When placed in the center of the 1x3, this will leave about 4 3/8 inches on the top and bottom of each handle to the edge of each 1x3. Now all you have to do is add your favorite tea paraphernalia and you've got yourself a simple tea tray. Thanks for watching.